Wow.
Just in time.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday, and welcome to our Bead Box 3rd anniversary celebration.
Our birthday party.
Woohoo!
It's a birthday.
Is it our birthday party? Is it the boxes?
It's all of it.
Someone does have the stream, or you have the stream open. Someone has the stream.
I'm here. Is anyone else hearing Is it just us?
You might
that's just us. Sorry, guys.
Well, no one else heard it.
Just us. All right.
We're set. Welcome, everyone. So wave hello in the comments when you're joining us. We are live at least in 2 places right now.
Yep, we are. Look how many, and look at all these bead friends. Thank you all so much for joining us.
I can't believe how many folks we are already. Oh my
I feel
goodness.
so lucky people came to our party. We have a lot of great bead friends. There might be a couple more folks who drop by later. And we're so glad you're all joining us today here in the comments. Today we're going to celebrate the Bead Box. We're going to chit chat about the last year, talk about some of our favorites. Everyone here has been able to play around with these boxes the last year, and for many even longer than that. And so we're just gonna celebrate this accomplishment. Getting to 3 years is so cool, and we needed all everyone's help, both watching and participating today to make that happen. So we're just super grateful. So today we want to do some crafting and reminisce a little bit. That's my goal for today.
That sounds great to me.
Yeah. Can we introduce everybody?
I think that sounds perfect. We have Jody. Can we start with you?
Sure.
No pressure.
I mean, no.
We've got Jody joining us all the way from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Hi, everyone.
Would you give us a quick rundown of your why? We'll ask some more questions, but can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. Okay. So I started beading. I found Wendy back during COVID, and I was bored because I was stuck at home. So that's when I started doing beading, and I just was ordering everything online. I had no idea what I was getting, made a lot of huge mistakes, but I've been with it ever since, and I've grown to I've honestly watched many of you, and so I'm kind of like, ooh, I'm in a room with all these famous people.
That still happens to me. Like in Tucson, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Deb. And I've seen Deb now probably like 5 times now. It still happens.
I love cats, and I have 4 children. My oldest is 28, and my youngest is 18.
Wow.
And so you help run Wendy's Crafting Friends YouTube channel, right?
I do, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you guys have been able to keep Wendy's channel alive and bring people so much inspiration.
Me too. And it's just such an honor that, Chris asked me to help out, and I keep thinking about the blessings, you know what I mean? I mean, this is just one of many that have come our way. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for keeping the Wendy love and spirit going.
Yeah.
She was so special, and I remember every conversation I had with her.
Yeah.
And so I think you bring a lot of joy to many people. So thank you.
Yeah. And if you aren't, definitely subscribe to Wendy's Crafting Friends YouTube channel. There's so much good inspiration with the box. So.
Maybe Jesse can drop us some linky links.
All right. Deb, would you say hello?
Hello, everybody.
I'm going to put you on the spotlight.
Oh my gosh.
Surprise.
So I still get starstruck meeting Sam too, seeing Sam in person.
You're so normal. So boring.
It's hard not to love Sam. But
that's very sweet.
I'm Deb Floros. I've been designing and making jewelry for about 15 years. I do my own jewelry designs, and I also do a lot of freelance work for others. And I can't imagine not making jewelry. So any opportunity to make something and to make something with the Sam's Bead Box is joyful. So I'm happy to be here, happy to celebrate the birthday.
Aw, we are very thankful for you, Deb.
Thank you.
And I get to add one more friend.
Hi,
everybody.
Hey.
Nila, you get your own row.
I'm always like by myself here.
You diva.
In the last row. How's everyone doing? Oh my gosh, Shyra.
Nila.
Are you behaving? That's the
No, never.
Good.
Never behaving.
We got up to no good in Tucson.
Yep.
We need to do more of that. That was so fun.
That it is so nice that we get to like be with each other in person, or we get to be each other online throughout the year, and then also get to mix in like, even occasional in-person meets. I think is always very special. But it's sometimes weird because I sometimes think I've met someone in person. It happened multiple times in Tucson. I was like, wait, we've met? No, we have not met. I just like feel like I know, like, okay, Sarah Ayler, we've met once in a park for a picnic.
No, we've met more than that. Haven't we?
This is my point.
It's a good point.
I like feel like I know you. What you share about your kids and their activities. Like I feel like I know your family.
Yeah, I'm a big sharer.
We love it.
Probably a
Sarah, do you want to go next?
TMI. Right? Sure. I'm Sarah Ayler from softflexcompany.com. I've worked for them for 25 years now, which is just like kind of crazy to even say. It went by in a flash, and they are definitely not just a business; they're a family, and they are. We have an amazing crew, and many of us have been there a very long time, and all love each other like a family. But I am super excited to be here. I first met Sam on the phone during the pandemic.
Oh, I remember that. I was on a walk when I chatted with you.
About beads. And I was like, whoa, this is refreshing. Like, I don't know, sometimes people have been selling beads for a long time in the industry, which many of my friends have been doing it for a long time. You lose a little bit of the luster, the little excitement. And I felt super inspired after my conversation with Sam because he was so fired up and so in love with beads and the beading community. And it was really, really fantastic. And then he's just grown this beautiful business from that excitement. And I know all of you out there love him so much. So I'm happy to be here to celebrate his 3rd anniversary of Bead Boxes. And he put out some pretty fantastic bead boxes this year. So you should be really proud of yourself.
Thank you so much. It's
you.
so nice to like think back to. I remember that conversation. I was like on a walk. I remember
Me too.
The shop. Really?
I can recall being outside walking.
Like I could see where I was on the walk, and we chatted about all sorts of things. It was kind of early on when I was getting introduced to SoftFlex as well, because there was a couple of folks that kind of kicked me. They were like, you need to like go meet the SoftFlex folks. Like they're local and they're amazing.
So it's kind of it's almost like a have to if you live in the Bay Area. Yeah. And
I'm so glad they did because we've gotten to do so many beading parties together over the past 3+ years now. When I first talked to you, the shop we were in like 150 square foot little room. And we've now moved twice since then. And I hope we stay consistent.
Yeah, we don't need to move. I don't want to move.
We don't want to move again. We'll make it work here no matter what.
And for folks who don't know, we collaborate every month with SoftFlex to design a custom, usually it's a custom trio of 3 different colors that match the box. But we went like extra this month and we did a double trio. We did 6 colors together, a full rainbow. It's actually been quite popular. Yes.
This might be, we might have inspired a whole new product line.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's
this
so
was
pretty.
Our rainbow. Wow. And I think people are liking it. It's like a starter pack, or like more than a starter pack, a full-on pack of all these beautiful colors of soft flex wire. So that's going to hit this
Really
month.
good.
I feel like each of you are represented in, because here, this is Nile, Florite.
Maybe like we just talked about that last week.
100%.
This purple is Shyra.
Of course.
And we're next
That
Um,
might be the pink.
I would vote that as well.
I feel like you got to give her the bright
We got
color.
the thumbs up from Jem. Who would like to claim the tanzanite, the turquoise, or the garnet?
I'm turquoise all the way. That's like my favorite color. In fact, I was going to say my favorite bead box this year was the turquoise one. That was like
Great
so
stuff.
good. I looked through them today and I was like, that one. And I'm from the desert, so maybe that's part of it too. It had a little bit of a desert theme, but
With
I'll
Brittany,
claim
absolutely.
turquoise all day.
Awesome.
We still got 2 up for grabs. Who wants garnet? Who wants tanzanite?
Jody, what are you feeling?
I love
What
that
represents
garnet. I actually
Yeah.
have that
That's-
one and I use it a lot.
It's such a versatile soft flex color.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the perfect red. And I think it's changed over the years, because I found some old rolls like at a bead show, and it was a different color. And they said like it was really old. Like, so
Are you
either
sure
just
it's
like,
garnet or is it spinel? Because they're very similar.
actually it didn't have a name on it.
Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe it
So
was a
my
knockoff.
hypothesis has been disproven. The
There's a
scientific
rogue
method is at
complex
play.
tool floating around.
And then if it's available, I'm going to take the tanzanite.
Wait,
'Cause-
well, you can share with Danielle.
Danielle, will you share the
can both be
tanzanite with me?
tanzanite. I like that green.
It's a good color. It's a good stone.
Oh, well, you have to have the closest one to blue.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Anyway, so that was very exciting. And
that was great. This is like, it's like we did everyone's aura through soft light.
Your soft flex aura, don't give Kristen any ideas.
I'm
That
imagining
was
something.
really cool.
Thinking.
All right, we got some more intros. How about Nile? Nile, would you share with the folks who you are?
I didn't prepare a speech today. But I'll do
you're
my
not campaigning.
Well, hello everybody out there who's watching. I met Sam, but not in a park. I met Sam
No, we
through
did. We
Sarah.
met in the same park.
I have the giggles because I just find that so hilarious.
Wait,
Anyway,
Nile, I met you at the same park that I met Sarah at.
but not for the first time, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that your
Yeah, it was the first time. I remember seeing the pictures.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe
Because
we
I
can-
brought focaccia. Sarah
That's
brought her
right.
kids.
I mean, obviously we were friends prior to that, though, right?
Yeah,
well,
that was
Like,
the first time
we
we
meet. I'm thinking like our first interaction together. But like
Okay.
physically, we did meet at the park where you gave me focaccia bread.
which, if I remember right, was well enjoyed. I believe you took some with you on the plane.
I did, yes. I asked for some leftovers that you kindly put in a Ziploc bag where I would not starve on my way back, all the way back to Tulsa. And it was pure delight. I had some cheese to go with it too. Now that I mean, this has nothing to do with my company.
These
but
are the
I'm-
things I
I'm
need
so happy
in my
that
life.
I did meet you and Rachel and the team. And of course, Shyra, who is new as well to, not to Sam, but the team for sure. But my name is Nile Patel, and I'm the owner, designer, and educator for a company called SilverSilk and More. I am a one-man show, this one-man everything for my company. So I create the product, which is a knitted wire jewelry chain on a machine, and I do everything from shipping to curation to just billing. I don't know. I do everything for the company. But I always have the privilege of working with each of these folks, except for Jody, because I haven't met you yet, but it's lovely to see you and meet you in person.
Nice to meet you.
But everyone else here I've worked with, and I love our little community. I love Sam and his company and everything that the company does. I mean, 3 years of the mystery bead boxes is incredible, and you guys just continue to elevate and innovate within our bead community. And I've always appreciated that about you guys. So a lot of people don't know that if I have some gemstone questions and or tech stuff that I need help with, I'm sitting there texting Sam of like, how do I become young again and do this?
I'm glad I can bring the young inspiration to everyone, it sounds like. And I was thinking when Sarah was saying that, I was like, oh, I do remember that energy. How do I get more of that again? It's hard to find.
Something about you specific. I think you just have that vibe about you, but I appreciate you so much, Sam, and of course, Rachel. And we occasionally do collaborations as well. I know you guys got some SilverSilk stocked up, and also the bead box that was themed under mid-century.
Now, this past year we did 5 collaboration boxes with designers, which is like mind-blowing, like in 1 year, like almost half the boxes. So yeah, getting to do that with you, Nile, was so much fun. And
for sure.
Yeah, this was so we went extra with the soft flex. We did the 6 colors, and then usually we only do 1 or 2 colors of pipe chain. But for the anniversary, the birthday bead box, we did a pack of 4 colors in one. So we had to go wild.
And it matches so nicely. Got our tourmalines and our amethyst. Like,
yeah, and you can pass
matched up
that beading wire through the actual chain itself.
This is true.
I think it's like a match made in heaven.
Oh, there's a turquoise. There it is.
Turquoise. Yeah.
So good.
And then this works well with the flora, and I also dream. I know green's not the most popular color of soft flex, but I dream of green sometimes. I still think about the yellow Sarah too.
Maybe it'll come back someday.
If we just keep mentioning it subtly, does it make it speed it along?
Yeah, those buttons we gotta push.
But I can't complain. We love our soft flex colors, and it's been such a joy getting to collaborate with you, Nile. It's definitely a team effort. Rachel and Nile have come up with this whole formula of all the possibilities that we could do for the pipe chains.
Yeah,
and
which wire to which tube, how do we want to do it this month? And yeah.
And
sometimes we do things that we're like a little unsure if they'll work. Like, do these colors make sense together? And it's always fun to see what happens.
I think Nile has some skepticism.
I'm like, these two will never go together.
Yeah.
And then they do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing combination that I would have never thought of. I mean, if I had a nickel for every time that happened, whenever we were...
You'd have $1.
Someone asked who our collaborators are going to be for this next year, but I don't think we're going to say.
We do have collaborations in 2024.
Oh yeah, we have several.
But we shall say nothing.
You'll be happy.
No hints.
From Sarah, I say everything.
This box has actually continued. You called it like a mystery bead box. I'm amazed it stayed a mystery. Like, I don't think it's ever really been, the cover's been blown before it's been shipped out. Like, I don't know, no one in our office is like leaking it to the press.
I think Shyra's more protective of the theme than I am sometimes.
Yeah, you really give clues.
I used to give a clue almost every month.
Yeah.
No.
And now I don't. The Shyra like shuts me up.
Do not make me come downstairs right now.
All right, we have a couple more intros, and then I want to start looking through
I know,
some
chatting
boxes.
is so fun. We still have Deb. Did we talk with Deb?
We
Danielle?
Danielle and Shyra.
Okay. Danielle, you're on the hot seat.
Okay.
Danielle's joining us from Washington.
Yeah.
How's life in Washington right now, Danielle?
We had a few sunny days, and then it got rainy and cold again. But it's good. We're used to it.
We were talking about Danielle's background before.
It's
Yeah,
different.
so I'm getting my background's under construction. So for a while, I just have my old background, but I'm actually taking the pictures down and I'm doing a whole wall. Like the pegboard's going to be built into the wall. It's gonna be
Is that Joshua Tree?
gonna be so sweet. Yeah, I grew up in the desert, so this is like the Mojave Desert, and then this is where I live now. So I just kind of
That's
pieces of the
cool.
same together.
They're very different climates.
They're very different. Yeah.
And will you share a little bit? So you work for John Bead, but I feel like you do many things. Will you share a little bit about what you get up to, what you love in the bead world?
Oh, I love everything beading. I've been beading since 2007 or so, a while. But it's evolved from wire and metal smithing and metal clays to more seed beading. And now seed beading was the role that I got started with at John Bead. And now I'm actually their creative director. And I'm doing some product development, product testing. I help out with, everything from picking colors to, designing proposals for suppliers, things like that. So, yeah.
We've gotten to launch some of Danielle's inventions since she started coming out with them through John Bead. I think we've launched all of your...
You have launched everything so far, and I think
if you put your touch on it, it's gold. So we have to have it.
We did the tassels and the ends for the peyote,
and then the box caps is what we did at Tucson this year.
And I feel like in a short period of time you've come out with multiple venues, which is
that's pretty good.
Remarkable. I don't even think I've had an idea, so that's incredible.
Oh, thank you.
And Danielle also was one of our collaborators this last year.
Yes.
Last August, our coffee house box.
So I gotta say that was my favorite box, although there were others that were very strong competitors. So.
I heard you make a comment about it when we were in Tucson, that there was a box that might have taken the throne from your own box.
Yeah, that was the January box you did this year. So since that's this year, I figure I can still say.
Come up with your own rules.
That's pretty funny. Shyra, would you like to go next?
I guess I could go next. Hi, everyone. This is Sam's desk behind me, calling him
Don't
out.
look. Don't look.
Don't look. And I apologize for all of the halo of light around me. It's just because I'm angelic. That's all. I am happy to say that I am a member of the team. Started off years ago when Sam was just beginning, and I've been a Bead Box fan since the very, very beginning, and was like super thrilled to be able to design my own box this year, which I was told I can't choose as my favorite.
Wait,
you
said that?
I said I wanted to know what your other one was. That's the obvious choice.
Of course, it's the obvious choice. It was purple.
It was like
so you
very,
wanna
very
know.
purple.
My favorite box.
What's the next favorite?
Well, I'm going to show all the boxes in a second. Okay. But tell us a couple Shyra facts.
A couple of Shyra facts. So up until June 7th of this year, so currently I'm actually a teacher and assistant principal, and I am leaving there to devote myself full-time to the shop and making sure that I am fully immersed in bead world. I grew up right here in the Bay Area, actually very close to where Sam and Rachel grew up. And I didn't meet, even though I started purchasing from Sam back in 2014.
Yeah.
We didn't actually meet until like the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
And we did not meet in a park. I just
I think we
went over to the shop.
Did we meet at the office, or did I drop off an order for you on your stoop or something?
So I went to the office first, and then you dropped off an order at my house, and then you dropped off cookies at my house.
Aww.
And then that's how that worked.
And then Shyra helped us with the move in July.
Mm-hmm.
And she helped and she had some time in the summer. Yeah.
I actually sleep right over here.
Yeah, we're very excited that Shyra is now joining us full time in the shop. I think it's going to be very special, and I literally can't wait. Shyra and I are counting down the days every day.
Absolutely.
For our next order of business, is it time to vote on the best bead box of of our third year?
Ooh. Okay. How many votes does everyone get?
Well,
They should at least get
Two?
more than one. At least two, right?
You could do the math.
Two. Everyone gets 2 votes. So we're going to
Perfect.
go, let's start at April of last year.
Okay, let me, where did my, oh, we deleted the other screen. Hold on, I have to make the screen again. Hold on, I have all the photos ready in just a second. So we will look at, just to remind ourselves of what has even happened in the last year. Let's take a look here. Voila, we did it.
Nicely done.
Okay, where's that window? Can someone teach me how to do technology today?
Just call Sam,
Alrighty.
you'll know what to do.
All right.
Let me go back a year.
I know, I was thinking I was starting at the beginning.
Jump forward.
Let me zoom in.
Jump
a little
backwards.
bit. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay, everyone close your eyes for a second. I got to
Get
scroll.
at speed. There you go. No, too far.
Okay.
April.
We'll start with our last anniversary box. It could be in the running
All right.
because it was our 25th box.
Yes.
All right, so we will start in March
Bead train.
of 2023 with our Beauty of Time box, our copper naturally aging with patina into green verdigris. And this was
pretty.
a favorite of mine. So should we go through and then cast our votes? Is that the way to do it?
No, I think just as we go.
I'm gonna
Okay.
we'll go the other way.
We only get 2 choices, so we have to see them all first.
Okay, see them all and think. Do you have to make your decisions? What are your 2 votes?
And then we had our second ever collaboration, which was with Rachel Malice, our Alice in Wonderland box titled Wonderland.
So moody and mysterious and magical.
I think this is our first time we had some more custom tier cast components.
Yeah, that was from their
Pretty.
archive, from the vault.
And we had some laser for the first time, I believe, as well. And you can kind of start to see the box. It kind of slowly evolves over time. So we're going to go to...
Wait, but I have to say the biggest debate of this entire box, that triangle pendant.
Oh
right
my
there,
gosh!
do you know how long we spent deciding if the pole was going to be at the top?
Here.
At the top where it
or
is?
Here.
Or like in the middle of a side? Like
you can see my cursor,
which way
right?
the triangle should hang. That was the longest decision.
Rachel Malice wanted it here. She wanted it to point down, and I thought it would be too edgy for the box.
Sam did make the final call on that one.
We had a long discussion, and I pushed a lot on that one.
There's a little inside baseball. There you go.
We have our March,
Yeah,
no, April, May.
Our Waltz of the Flowers box. Our ode to spring, full of mixed glass. We wanted a little bit of sort of wedding vibes, that was full of flowers with the whites and the golds.
Yeah, we kind of saw this as kind of a nuptial box a little bit.
Ceremony, yeah.
And so then we had a custom gem strand for this one. I believe this was a new shape at the time.
Yeah.
And
we had a freaking crystal in the middle there.
Oh yes, we had some tier crust crystal in there.
So pretty.
That was a fun one. And this was Rachel's. Oh, this was fun.
Oh yeah.
In Tucson last year, we spotted tons of strands of these citrine nuggets, but the price was not going to work for the box. We were only going to be able to put a small handful. And Rachel ended up just naming this very low price to the vendor. She was like, "We're going to buy a lot of strands. Here's the price I'll pay." And it took a while. And then he just said, "Yes." And we got this crazy price on citrine, which is why there's a pile. These were large nuggets, pile of citrine in this box, which I thought was very fun. That was a Rachel win.
That was my best negotiation ever.
We will go to June, Below the Waves.
This came out right when The Little Mermaid came out, which was not on purpose.
This happened a couple times throughout the year, you'll notice, as we get to Viva Magenta. But this one, we had already done a beach. The previous summer, we had done a beach theme. And Rachel was so determined because I was like, we could just kind of do another beachy sort of thing. She's like, okay, I want it to feel really different though. So what if we go below the water for this one? And so you really came up with some of the possibilities here of some of the multi-tone finishes and some of the mixes.
Well, we're inspired by just how bright and colorful the coral reef is, that like once you get your head underwater, you go snorkeling or scuba diving, like there's this entire world of color and animals, and that's what we wanted to celebrate.
So cool.
So that was a fun one. And we had some labradorite in that box, which was a personal favorite. By the way, these just came back in stock yesterday by chance. So if you would like those, they are now available again, our mermaid glass. We are going to go to our color of the year for 2023, Viva Magenta. I remember coming up with this theme together. Like we were doing a brainstorming meeting and we hit upon this. We're like, oh, it's such a distinct color this year. It would be so nice to design a box around it. We were a little scared because pink Czech glass is both expensive and hard to come by.
And we weren't sure if enough people would like pink or magenta. That was nerve-wracking.
And this ended up being one of our boxes that sold out the fastest this year once we posted the extras. Deb, what do you think of this box?
Since we're not voting yet, I can't say, but oh my God, I love that box. Such a good one.
Yeah, this one was fun. This had some hand-cut moonstone. We kind of experimented with different ways to do pink. We did a pink gemstone. I remember Deb quite liked these melons. We experimented with some pink washes and some different pink finishes.
Lamp work.
Yeah, we had this new rose. I really liked this rose. And that was our first time custom making a graduated strand as well. So I love how that one came out. And it happened to be at the same time that the Barbie movie came out.
Yeah, we were very in sync with the cinema without even meaning to.
And now we get to our friend Danielle. We got to add Danielle's name.
Yeah.
So this is our Coffee Lovers box. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this box, Danielle?
Yeah, this was inspired by a coffee shop that was near the campus I went to, and it had a really cool feeling. Like it had plants and just a really earthy vibe. Lots of yellows and of course great coffee. So. And it just has some of my favorite shapes in this box. It has Rachel and I had projects planned when we designed the box itself, so we knew we wanted to do a leather wrap bracelet, so we knew we needed some tilas, and we wanted to get some seed beads in there and some leather and a really nice button. That's my favorite button, is that little flower apple blossom. And then the pinch beads, those are just something I love. I love pinch beads.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we did a lot of pinch beads on here.
I know. We used them actually in the wrap, and it gave it so much dimension and texture. And yeah, and then just those beautiful flowers, and of course the coffee beans, and I love all those mixed together earth tones going on in the big flower, the yellow and the brown.
We custom did our first laser pendant here. The gem was actually custom as well because we wanted to add a flat edge around these, so that would be a little easier to brick stitch with.
Yeah, that was one of the projects we did.
That was really fun to get to really think about what the final version of the gem might look like after the box came out. And it also worked really well with the hoops from Tierra Cast. So that was a really fun collaboration. Oh, and some garnets up here. We're just going to shout those out as well. All right, I guess I have to keep moving us along. From our friend Danielle to Nile. This was a very distinct box that I personally adore. I won't influence anything. What a cool box. Neely, would you take us into the world of this box for a moment?
Yeah, I believe you guys approached me and said, let's do a box together. And I said, yes. And then I was like, I have no idea what we're going to do. I think eventually, we kind of went back and forth about, we started with bead shapes and general colors, I think. And then once we started to really dive into what the story was unfolding as, we landed on mid-century design, which is an aesthetic that I hold very near and dear to my heart. It's very distinct, minimalist or organic, purposeful, functional. So there's a lot of, unique psychology involved with it, but purely from the
Sorry.
standpoint. Oh, do you want to mime for me?
I was experiment. I didn't know how to get to choose the
As
person.
I talk, Shyra can do hand gestures. Yeah, no,
Now
I
it looks
lost
like
my
a
train of
Zoom
thought
meeting.
because that's what ADHD does. So, I love this box. I think it's a really great box and a break from the other themes if you're trying to make jewelry that leans a little bit more on the masculine side. And so it has really great components in it for creating that sort of minimalist but statement pieces. And so we designed several pieces with it, I think, or did a couple classes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fun little archive to go back down through and learn some things.
Yeah, I loved the kumbaba that we selected for it, and some of the wooden elements, and then of course your Nile greens.
Like kumbaba, jasper pendant in the center, just
So pretty.
and then we got to include SilverSilk pipe chain right in the box.
Yeah, that was very
for
special
everyone to have.
with some projects. I think we did 2 projects with just this one length.
Yeah.
Here. Many of these boxes, especially these more recent ones that we're now showing, we do have extras of. So if you're feeling inspired by this box, or I think Danielle's box has some available, you can go to samsbeachshop.com and shop our past boxes, as well as some individual extras. Like I know we have more kumbaba available and some wood and beads, like select beads from each box are often available on the site still. Ooh. All right, we are in October now for Colors of the Cosmos.
Yeah,
do you want to tell us about this box?
Yeah, I mean, we've been needing to do a very, a celestial and outer space box. And we got particularly inspired by the images that came from the James Webb Telescope. They're just these gorgeous, colorful, detailed pictures, of outer space and of these other worlds is what it feels like. So we drew inspiration from the like blues and oranges and blacks and kind of metallic look to it all. And I mean, who doesn't love like moon beads? Like those are the best. So, this is inspired by the love of the stars.
Absolutely. And folks, you're welcome to holler about the boxes. I'm very curious all your thoughts on them as we go.
I might have earrings on that were made with that box.
How can I zoom in on Deb? How do I do it? I can do it. Nope. Yes.
Yeah, I remember those.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
They're one of my favorite pairs of earrings. So I'm not going to comment on whether this box is a favorite or not.
All right, we only have a handful left. We have our Mookaite Memories box inspired by the beautiful Mookaite jasper that comes out of Australia. I love how this box came together. And we solely took the inspiration from the colors of Mookaite, which can have such nice variety here. So, of course, we had to have Mookaite in the box. And you can see how the purples we pulled out along with the mustard and red. And it was tricky because like there's not always orange in Mookaite. So we really tried to lean away from that. So it really have a distinct Mookaite feel to it. And there's a lot of mixing in this box. As I remember working on, we did the mix of melons, mixed glass on a mix strand.
The seed bead mix.
Yeah, we really wanted to bring that Mookaite to life. Shout out to the first ever beading party I did with Sarah. I used these Mookaite art deco cuts and made myself a necklace that I still wear to this day. I remember being terrified on that stream, Sarah. I said, I absolutely will not crip on camera because at the time I was such a newbie to it. And Sarah was very, very kind and patient. And so we did them. We did more beading parties after that. She didn't scare me away. All right, we have reached, go ahead.
You did great.
Thanks, Sarah. All right, we have reached December. Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, this is our Winter Wanderer box. I know, at least for me personally, it was inspired by the time when I lived for 5 years in Madison, Wisconsin, before I moved back to California, and time I got to spend snowshoeing and exploring in the winter and trying to actually get outside and not just stay cooped up all winter long. So this was inspired by just the beauty of the lakes in Madison and the ice and the snow. And the trees, so that's where all these colors came from. Sarah Lovecraft, I don't think was able to pop in today, but I do know that this is her vote.
Oh, really?
This is her vote for number 1 for the last year.
Yeah, there was some cool stuff. I remember the button got some attention.
Oh yeah, we had a check glass button. That was cool.
Along with some crystals and lots of gems. It was a very fun box. To me, it reminded me of like what I imagine like the Yule Ball as described in like the Harry Potter books might look like, with just the crystals and like there's kind of I think there's a certain magic to this box. And I love this one. So we are gonna.
This one's been mentioned a couple times already.
So this is true. This is our collaboration with Brittany of Turquoise Street. We of course had to do a turquoise box. I asked Brittany if she wanted to just call the box Turquoise Street, but we went with Turquoise Trails.
Almost the same
which
thing.
was not intentionally that was not meant to be that similar to her channel name, but we clearly liked the alliteration of it. This one was a fun collaboration. You worked really closely with Brittany on this.
Oh,
one.
I mean, she just had such a clear vision. I mean, she's opened all of our boxes. She's opened many other bead boxes. So like, I think she really knew and felt what she wanted in her own one. And so it was so great to just follow her vision and share with her ideas, see what she loved the most. And we were able to pack a lot in here. And this, I think, has been a favorite. We got to like play with it a bunch in Tucson together and lots of different jewelry artists. So this was a great way to kick off 2024.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love this box.
I'm going to guess this one might be Brittany's favorite.
I would hope so. We have a cool box here. It's too bad the collaborators can't tell us anything about it or why she likes the color.
Which is totally not my favorite box at all. And I did not fight for anything in this box. This box
so
is
why
amazing.
purple?
Why purple? Purple's my favorite color. It's been my favorite color since I was 2 years, 9 months old. And you guys asked me to do a purple box, to revisit a purple box. And I was very hesitant. Did not really agree to it at all. It's like, who's gonna like a purple box? And then I just kind of dove into it. So I wanted, when coming up with a revisit of a purple box, to really focus in on my favorite shade of purple, which is that sort of what I like to call that grape jelly dark purple.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite things to pair with purple is bronze. And the second favorite thing to pair with purple is pearls. And so this box, I was very adamant that we had a beautiful, beautiful purple amethyst and pearls as well. And Sam found it. Rachel found it. We were able to put pearls in a bead box.
Yeah, this one had the
cool.
15-inch strand of amethyst, hand-cut amethyst.
Yep.
And a strand of pearls. That was very special, along with
and
one of my all-time favorite.
Rondelle.
Yes, they're gorgeous. Yeah. I'm still obsessed.
And purple mixed glass.
And then this is one of my all-time favorite TR cast components. I don't even know if we still have any available at the shop. They're so cool.
They're so beautiful. And I looked through all of the Tiara Cast components to find them.
I got to visit Tiara Cast once before they closed. And when Kirsten was giving me the tour, it was really cool because she would take me, you could stay. She took me room by room because it's not a huge building. It's kind of like a lot of small rooms. It's kind of like what we have here, but it's more spread out. You have to walk outside to get to the next building, and she took me to the tumbling room. It's like tumbling and finishing, and I saw that component. We had just ordered it I don't know, a couple weeks prior. because we had to get a bunch of orders in once they announced they were closing, and I got to see like the whole tub of them before they'd even been like plated or antiqued or anything. I was like, wait, that's Shyra's bead right there. Like that was so cool to see, like, oh, like a true USA made item right there. So I think that brings us to
our most recent box, our joyful celebration, our Rainbow Wishes box, inspired by the sky, the clouds, a clear day, a cloudy day, a rainbow day, all of that, a sunny day, all of that painted together in our Rainbow Wishes box.
Yeah, this one featured labradorite and moonstone, and of course 4 strands of our rainbow lusters on drops, like little raindrops, hishis, and 2 sizes of fire polish, alongside this really cool cloud that Rachel.
That was
I
fun
remember when you found it, I was
find.
like, wait, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
and
a couple-
aquamarine too, Sam.
Yes.
Oh,
the
how
March
could I forget?
birthstone. I know a couple people are making a little bit right now as we've been chit-chatting. I don't know if we want to do a quick glance at what's what creativity is going on. I don't know, Sarah Ayler, can we see what you've been up to?
Sure. I think you have to bring my camera on though.
All right, no rush. Does anyone have something they want to show that they've been working
Unfinished, in progress.
Can you see my camera in the background? I have some.
Right. Here, I'll get that on the screen.
Oh, cute.
Wanted to make sure we gave folks a little bit of inspiration for the March box today.
Oh, you took all the blues. You sorted it.
I did, yeah. I was really into the cloud. It's super cute. And then I was like, well, what things do I have in my little box here that I haven't used? And I had this really great little Green Girl Studio unicorn, which is double-sided. And
that's so perfect for this one.
Cute would that be, hanging from the cloud? And I was like, oh, these make good little raindrops. And then I was like, oh, I like these moons. I was literally just like digging and thinking about things I like. And then I just put it on a really nice long strand of soft flex beading wire in the
What
dark.
color did you go for?
Yeah, the lapis.
Oh, beautiful pick there.
Yeah,
that is so awesome.
Really beautiful box. Lots of good inspiration. Do I get to tell my vote for best box now, or when
I think you absolutely.
Okay,
what are your 2 votes?
2 written down. I liked the Waltz of the Flowers.
Got it.
One of the very first ones, and then I liked Turquoise Trails for sure.
Okay. All right, I see Deb has something on her bead mat, or is she just getting started? I can't tell. What are you doing there?
I'm just getting started, but I'm in love with these luster beads. So I have been wire wrapping all of the, what is this shape? It's
our groovy rectangle.
Yes. So the groovy rectangles are all wrapped, and I'm starting to add them to kind of the focal section of the necklace, and I'm just going to try and use all of these beautiful luster beads. So I'm really inspired by these. I love them. Beautiful.
I already love that you've put those onto head pins. They hang really nicely that way.
Don't they? They're so fun.
Will you give me your 2 votes, Deb?
My 2 votes. July, Viva Magenta, shocking. And I love October color of the Cosmos. That was such a fun box to work with. So it's really a tie between those 2 for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Jody, do you want to go next?
Do you have a vote to share?
I do. I have 2.
Yes.
I have a lot more than 2. But my 2 favorites. I loved Mookite Memories. That one was probably my number 1. And then my second one is Turquoise Trails.
Those are 2 very good picks. So you clearly like a bounty of color
I
and
do.
tone variety.
Oh, look, I'm actually wearing turquoise trail.
Yes.
Look at that. Oh, wait.
Oh, wow.
Wow, look at that.
How fitting.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And
Oh,
what makes the Mookite Memories one a favorite for you?
Mookite's one of my favorite gemstones. I love it.
Mhm.
And then the leaf I was blown away. And then I know maybe it wasn't popular with everyone, but the snake head, I made the cutest snake bracelet, and I wish I had it, but I gave it away to my best friend, and she loves it. She wears it every day.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, thank you for casting your votes, and thank you for making with the box every month
Oh, yeah. I
on
love
the
it.
channel. So we shall go, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, nile.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Nile box as a 2x vote. And in fact, I just got a text from Sarah Lovecraft, and she is also saying 2 votes for that box. So there we are. 4 votes. Next.
This is
Someone's rigging the contest.
Yeah.
that's a lot of votes, Nile. Is there any other love you would share towards any other boxes?
No, in all seriousness, not really. No, I really dug the Cosmos box. I thought that was really well done. I don't know. It's like, how do you pick with all the strong themes that you guys came up with?
I think September and October. I think those are 2 good votes.
Mm-hmm. Is that what? Yeah, that's Nile and beyond
You
Nile.
can give yourself a vote. That is all good.
I'm giving both of my votes to. No, I'm just kidding. You guys can do whatever you want with the 2 numbers.
Perfect.
That is too funny. Let's see, Danielle, would you like to go next? Actually, I'll add your overhead here too. You looks like you got a lot of beads out.
I do. Yeah, let me get my bright light going. It's so dark here. All right, so I'm just gonna use every bead once on a really pretty strand. I thought I would just
Whoa.
Yeah, and then I'm either going to space it with a crystal, or I wanted to ask, is there a corresponding seed bead mix, or one do you recommend that goes with this one?
We did release a mix.
It was full of the Ceylon seed beads. So we did.
You bet you have some of these colors.
Yeah, I'm sure you have,
Which
these
one?
kind of your classic colors all in the Ceylon, that lustery finish.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, so something like that with just dropping some spacers in between each one. That's the
I
vision
love when you
have
do
for it.
your eclectic, almost like bead soup pieces. Those come out so
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, they always work so well. Like, how does she do
I
it?
know.
This box, it's done for you. You just pick one from every bag or 2. If you want to do a little I'm going to do kind of a quasi symmetry where like you've got a little bit of these going, and maybe you can bring in some of those either side.
Oh, you've started in the center there.
Yeah,
So
so the
your
center is
pattern?
kind of my big beads, the ones I want to make. And I was playing with this one, but I think I'm going to necklace this one. But so this is kind of like the
Nice.
main thing, and then I'm going to sprinkle stuff in between. So maybe this will be a drop on the end of the chain at the end, and then maybe bring in a.
Is this kind of a way that you often approach the box? Like how you lay it out?
Yes, yeah. I'll dump everything out, try to kind of keep them in little piles, and then just see what looks good next to the other item. Like these are definitely going to need to come in here somewhere. Like pop in.
Gotta
Maybe
mix
it'll be
in
more-
your labs.
Yeah.
I also love the look of the labs with the moonstone because they have such a nice contrast with the together.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty.
That's awesome. All right, so
And what are your votes, Danielle? What are your 2 votes?
It's I'm really torn because so my favorite thing I made last year, and this was a tough pick because I had a really good time last year making stuff, but my favorite thing that I made was actually with Nile's box. It was that tassel necklace that we did.
Mhm.
That
But a
was
really
so
close
cool.
second were these like orange flower earrings that I made with the August box. I love that too. And then we did there was one, obviously my other favorite was the turquoise trails. And we did the
That
box
loom bracelet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did 2 different designs. We did a loom and then we did a
Mhm.
herringbone, and both of those honestly are like my favorite things I made this year. So
Wow.
yeah.
So what are your two?
I have 3. Okay, so okay, vote for August, then
Yes.
Turquoise Trails, and then Nilay's box, and then also Mookite, and also Shyra's box. So can I have 5?
All right, I'm gonna make a call and figure something out.
We'll see how close this is, and if Danielle's gonna sway the vote. Shyra, you are next.
All right, so I know that it would be prudent to choose other boxes than my own as my favorite, but I can't do that. So I'm going to go. I've got actually my top 3. So I'm not going to follow the rules. I'm not going to follow the rules. If Danielle can have 5, then I can have 3.
Oh my goodness, it can't take you anywhere.
I cause trouble. So my favorite is going to be Amethyst Allure because purple. I think my second favorite. Actually, I'm gonna do 4. Sorry.
I mean, I'll decide which one I write down.
My second favorite is gonna be this month's box, Rainbow Wishes, because I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I was telling Rachel right before class that I may have bought just a few extras for this box, just a few. My third illegal vote is probably going to be for Winter Wanderer. And the reason for that was that button and those crystals and the appetite. Like, hello, button, crystals, appetite. That was another box that I bought a lot of extras from. And then my fourth vote, my illegal vote, would probably also be Colors of the Cosmos.
Cool.
Some nice picks.
All right, it's our turn.
You go first.
Okay. Well, my number 1 from the last year is Waltz of the Flowers. I'm obsessed with that box too.
You did a lot of seed beading projects with that one.
I did. I was right after that box came out. I went to New Orleans for a week with my dad, and while we were listening to so much good music, I did a ton of seed beading and crafting with the box. So I think because I had all this extra time to make with it, but I also just loved the colors like blues and purples and golds and yeah.
She came back with like 5 different projects. It was also, you had gotten hooked onto seed beading
like right before that trip.
Yeah, kind of around after Tucson.
And then my other favorite would be the Colors of the Cosmos, that celestial feel.
I've been delaying my votes
right,
as long as possible.
But I also want to vote for a lot of others.
I just keep scrolling them. This is a very evil decision. You guys, I don't know if you guys are aware of how much work goes into each of these boxes.
I know how much.
Like,
it's a lot of work.
It basically takes up most of Rachel's time day to day.
Yeah, it's a cool project.
Wow. Because she is scouting the beads. Do you guys see me stalling? She's scouting and she comes up with a proposal. She makes mood boards. She brings them to me and Shyra. We give feedback, and then we come back to it on we meet twice a week on the box because there's so many decisions to make.
Yeah.
Do you think this is almost like picking a favorite child and maybe you shouldn't vote?
But I mean, Sam does not have children, so
I have a cat. Thank you.
I think Sam is just delaying saying the February box, Amethyst.
I'm scrolling them just to make sure I haven't missed. I only get 2 votes.
Yes.
Only 2.
Which one did you make the most with? Which one got you the most inspired?
So I think one of them, this is really tricky because I'm worried I don't know how many I'm gonna be excluding by saying one. Beauty of Time I made a lot with. If we consider that part of we're gonna include that as the 13 boxes options here. And then let me just say out loud my other top picks here before I have to pick. I really liked Wonderland because Rachel Mouse was really willing to be bold with a kind of I call it gloomier box. And I really liked how much we were able to lean into it, but still maintain some whimsy and brightness with still at the same time.
Yeah. And then, oh my God. Danielle's box just makes me so happy.
Danielle's box is really earthy, so I keep scrolling past that one. And so Danielle and Neela are also my top two here, top picks. This is so evil, you guys.
One more vote.
Mookhead is also one of my favorite gems. Shyra's gonna yell at me. I have become a purple convert since becoming very close friends with Shyra. And the purples of that box are like kind of amazing. So my second vote goes to February 2024 Amethyst Allure.
All right. We have, based on how I decided to interpret the votes, we have a top two from the last year.
Oh, it's cool that almost every box had at least a vote on it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, we all loved all of them.
That's really cool to see.
Oh yeah.
And I just want to give a shout out to Jesse for taking these amazing photos of the boxes every month.
Yes.
We call them the mosaics. And the fact that we have this like beautiful memory of every box is like so special. So huge shout out to Jesse for making that happen.
Rachel, I think Jesse should vote. He's in the comments.
Yeah, we need to
Is
get
he?
the vote.
Yeah, Jesse.
Jesse,
Okay.
what are your top two boxes? You have 30 seconds.
No pressure.
And then
I don't know. I don't know if you can make that decision that quick. Let's
I'm
see.
gonna zoom in.
I know, and more's happening.
Deb.
Deb, this is
Oh, wow.
amazing.
I love these beads. This luster is amazing.
Oh my god.
I love
That's
this.
gorgeous.
I'm gonna be wearing this like often. Love this.
We all need to be wearing more rainbows.
I'm gonna get Lynn.
We're having more votes come in. All right, Jesse says, Ooh,
I feel like
Jody,
the Jeopardy.
can I see what you're doing over there?
Oh yeah, I'm just making a simple bracelet with I had to go grab a crimp cover, but with the little beaded button closure.
That's fabulous. Would you hold that up a little higher?
Oh sure. Can you see it okay?
Yeah, with the labradorite, the aquamarine. Oh, that is so beautiful.
Thank you. I
Love
love the
that.
buttons. Buttons are so cute.
Oh my gosh, that is fabulous. All right, we
And
have
I'm using
Lynn-
this.
Oh, awesome.
Yay. It looks beautiful. You're
Thank
doing
you.
All right, Lynn, you should be able to hear everyone. There we go. We have. Here, do you want to come? Do you want?
Kick your head in.
Lynn has a really fun shirt on today. If you guys don't know Lynn, she put together the first 12 Sam's bead boxes by herself.
Start to finish.
And then she still comes in these days to help with bead box a whole lot. So we are very thankful to Lynn and her quality sorting eye. She is very precise.
Picky.
Yeah, between Lynn and Michelle, I think that they keep the quality for the box as high as we can make it. So
All right, we got Jesse's vote. One of them is more than a year old, so I'm not going to count Dawn and Dusk. But
Wow,
strict here.
He's being very strict.
But below the waves, I will give that a vote right here.
Jesse, you're welcome to give another one if you want. Lynn, do you know yours?
Your top two.
Wonderland.
Yes.
Winter Wanderer.
Wonderland and Winter
The W's.
Wanderer.
Those are the things I made the most stuff on.
Okay, Win.
Okay, Jesse adds Colors of the Cosmos.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you. Well, that
Michelle's
means we have a
in the
number
middle,
one now. Is it time to reveal? Some people, I think, have done the math. Let's see. Can you guys still hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The winner of the 2023-2024 season, our MVP goes to Colors of the Cosmos.
Wow.
Followed very closely by Turquoise Trails.
Oh, that is wonderful. That's so interesting. I don't think I would have guessed October would be the top box for that.
Yeah,
month.
well, at least among us, I don't know. I'm sure folks in the crowds, everyone has their own opinions, their own favorites. I mean, literally every single box got at least one vote. So, like, everyone has, there's something for everyone, I think is what that says.
Which is kind of the intention is as we go through each year, we're trying to have a full color variety
Mm-hmm.
and contrast as we go through, because we don't want it to feel stagnant. We want like every box to feel very fresh. And so we're constantly thinking about the themes we've already done. We're thinking about the themes that are coming. And we want each one to stand out so that it feels really to design with. I think that's what's going to let the box keep going into the future, is that we're just going to keep finding new places for inspiration.
Yeah.
Including more collaborations. We're excited for the collaborations that are to come, and we have so many people we still want to ask. So thank you everyone for voting. Maybe we'll do a poll in the Gem chat as well. I'm sure Shyra might be able to.
Absolutely. And I won't make sure that all 12 choices are mine.
Oh.
Does anyone have any fun end of party questions? Party checkout questions? You know, the icebreaker? Anyone have an ice creator? I don't know. Oh, you're muted, Sarah. Do you want to say something?
Thank you so much for inviting me, but I'm going to go check on my family. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for letting me make this beautiful necklace. I really needed that this week. So I posted pictures, and you can see them on the Softflix Company Instagram. And then I posted into the Gem Chat group, so you can see a better picture of it.
You're efficient.
Wow. Yeah.
Way over here.
Our social media guru,
really.
really.
Over there. I'm posting pictures. Yeah.
Well, we wish you well, Sarah. Thank you
so much for joining us. We appreciate it so much.
We're so thankful for you.
Bye, everybody. Right, have a great time.
Bye, Sarah. Bye.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye.
Wait, Danielle has a bracelet.
I do.
I can zoom.
It needs a drop, so I'm warming up some wires so I can do a little drop from it. And probably
I love that. That's Danielle's signature.
Yeah. It's like Sarah always says, she does something extra too. So I'm going to add maybe like maybe put some on a wire like that and join them at the top and have that be another dangle. Like that.
Can't have enough dangles.
Very
I
cute.
think.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I'm playing with now. So that looks like a cute charm to me next to this one.
I think that, the aquamarine actually looks really nice next to that champagne tone.
Yeah. So pretty.
Let's see. Deb's got her necklace finishing up. Jody
showed us her bracelet.
Oh my goodness.
It was so pretty. Labradorite aquamarine, the AB when you went up to get Lynn.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. That's so pretty.
Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Jody, and joining us. It was so special to get to meet you. I love meeting new bead friends.
I was very excited to meet you all.
I hope you'll come back and maybe you'll do a class at Sam's Bead Shop or literally whatever
absolutely.
you want.
I would love to. I would absolutely love to.
Well, we will send you a little texty text and get that on the books.
Get something up to start thinking.
Absolutely. Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is such a pleasure. And thank you to everyone who joined us today.
Yeah, I feel so lucky that all of you shared an hour of your time today and even over an hour today. We're so grateful for folks who collaborated with us this last year and throughout the box. So this is so cool. Thank you all for joining us.
I would like to give a shout out to this human right here.
Yay.
Shyra deserves a full round of applause. Let me zoom out.
Good job.
Let me just give you a glimpse of what she does. She's going to hate this.
What are you meant to do?
It's nothing that crazy. But it's a full process to put the bead box together. So there we go. So it all starts Rachel comes up with lots of theme ideas. Rachel reaches out to our collaborators to see who's even interested in doing one, to figure out the schedule for it. That's just like step A. And then once we start to pick the themes and pick when in the year they go, because we have to make a whole lineup for the year. We currently basically know what the rest of the year looks like, just to make sure there's lots of distinct themes. she does these deep dives. She'll take a theme and she will make a whole mood board. She'll find beads, she'll find photos, anything just to get us to get a feeling of what the box will look like. And she has Shyra and I respond to it, and we're like, "Ooh, that really makes sense for the theme. Oh, we like this." And we try to give her like our favorite, so she can take those, and then she does like a 2.0, and then a 3.0, and it like step by step, she finds the check, and she scouts gems, and often I'll help scout the gems. We got to find the metals, and since now TierCast has closed, we're very much forward thinking of like what metals will we have in the box. Obviously, there's Greek metals, and there's more, and so there's always equations to figure out. And then you have like the operation side of it. She has
the beads start arriving.
The beads. We basically have beads for the box arriving every week.
Yeah.
Mostly from the Czech Republic. We get boxes and boxes shipped to us, and they
from different suppliers and vendors.
And we work with our team here to get all those unboxed. We have to go through it just to make sure they even like made the right bead.
Yeah.
They've never made the wrong bead before.
We have to make sure they made the right quantity of the bead. So we have to go through and weigh it or count it. Just like there's steps there. We have been sent half. We've been sent the wrong color. Like, oh my goodness. And so if something does go wrong, which we basically assume one bead will always be askew every month. And maybe it doesn't always happen, but we assume something something hard will happen. And then Rachel then is the one who has to problem solve of finding another bead that we can get a bunch of very quickly. That is not a hard task, not an easy task. She oversees making sure all the beads get bagged up on time.
We've got a great team here.
Getting them assembled and boxed and shipped on time. We have basically been able to ship every box by the 10th or the next business day, I believe.
Yeah.
For every single box ever. If I was managing it still to this day, there would have been at least 5 late boxes by now. So you guys can be happy that the more type A sibling oversees operations. That was the very first thing we gave her responsibilities for. She has schedules and checklists and all these beautiful things that we love her for.
Thank you, Sam.
So thank you for making Sam's Bead Box happen, Rachel.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sam. I'm lucky to work with this great team here, with Sam, with Shyra, with everyone here who makes it happen. Like, that's what's the best part.
Yeah. Jesse has to take a lot of photos when we launch the extra. He's like,
here's some more things to photograph.
Jesse is a busy guy.
Yep.
And always has a great attitude. So there's just such a good vibe around the shop. Everyone wants to pitch in and make it all happen.
Yeah. So
it's a village effort, and the Bead Box is definitely led by Rachel. So thank you for doing it so that everyone can have so much joy from the Bead Box.
Well, and thank you all for folks who are subscribers. You guys are the reason we do this. You're what inspire us. So it's a huge shout out to everyone who subscribes.
Yeah. Stick around, please.
Yeah, and if you are not subscribed, I feel like we've got to tell people, where do they go? What coupon code do they use?
I have it here. You go to samsbeadbox.com. I got it. Let's see, here we go. samsbeadbox.com and use code VIP5 for $5 off your first
No
box.
explanation point. Just VIP5.
Just those 4 characters. Yeah, we hope you'll give the box a try if you haven't already.
Who knows what'll happen in the next year? What might come?
It's looking pretty. It's looking very pretty. Let me take this. There we go. Now we can see everyone. Awesome. So I think that's the end of the party.
That's the end of the party. This has been a great party, y'all. Thank you.
So much fun.
Good time.
Thanks for joining, Deb and Danielle and Jody and
Have
of
a
course
great weekend,
Neela.
guys.
Thank you for hosting, Sam. You're a great host.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you, everyone. We will see you soon. I think our next live will be on Tuesday, our normal live sale at 5
And
o'clock
with Sarah
Pacific.
Lovecraft Tuesday morning.
Yes, she's making with the box.
Yeah, so even more inspiration coming.
Yeah, and just search Sam's Bead Box on YouTube, and you can there's a filter by posted in the last month. And that's a great way to see what everyone is currently making and support all the YouTubers that make with the box. I have a dream of making playlists and things, but they all take time. But for now, just search Sam's Bead Box and do a little filter, and you can see what Jody's making, and Deb and Danielle, and like anyone who posts to YouTube. It's a great way to keep up because there's a lot of project ideas that come out every single month.
Everything's
and that's
so
the whole
different.
point of the box.
Yeah, everyone has such different interpretations. It's so cool.
So with that,
hope you all have a lovely weekend.
as my grandpa ends the Zoom calls,
Yes.
he said, time to wrap it up. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hi, guys.